Hello everyone, Piggy here, and welcome to a special video. This is going to be a tour of my first ever Minecraft world in single player, and it's also a world that I still play to this day, and I'm considering maybe turning it into a Let's Play world, but I'll think about that later. So, this world may look familiar to you. This is the map of Paul Soares Jr.'s tutorial world. When I first played Minecraft, I wanted to follow along with him and learn, so I downloaded episode 0 of his tutorials, and after downloading episode 0's world file, I decided to start up following along with his tutorials. So, this is his world, but after I ran out of tutorials to follow, I started to do my own thing here around the time of Minecraft 1.2. It took me all of 1.0, 1.1, and then up to 1.2 for me to actually complete all of his tutorials. But I'm going to show you where we first started on the first day, which was this here, my little hidey hole. It used to have a door, but that's apparently gone. We have my bed here, chests, furnaces, and everything back here. This little thing is a guard, and it's basically so that if a monster is coming somehow through the door, I can smack at it from here, because I did start out playing on hard mode. After that, I decided I needed a better house, and so I built the cozy cottage design that you see here, that Paul Soares Jr. had also built in the tutorials I followed along. And I also later on built this little patio out here, and a minecart track over to my farm. But this was my original house in this world, the cozy cottage. We have a bunch of tables and things, and then we have our basement down here where I store some of my dogs, and my bed to this day is still here. So that's pretty cool that we still have this house. It's decorated almost exactly the same way his was in his tutorial series. I even have a chest over here like he did. I tried to copy his world exactly. So, as I was talking about earlier, I built this little patio area later on. But after that, I went and built a farm just before I built that. So, we follow our minecart track here. This usually is a minecart, but it's over on the other side right now, so we'll just sprint over. And this was my farm. This part of the farm here is very similar to his, with the chickens and the sheep. And there we got the chicken coop, which is the first thing I ever actually built. We have our little farming tool shed in here with a bunch of farming tools. I used to store all my food there. This used to be for melons and pumpkins and potatoes and carrots and wheat. It's just wheat now because I have those other farms down in my cave down there by its own wheat farm. So I decided to make this into a little wheat farm here as well. My sugar cane's over there. This whole thing was just turned into a wheat farm. I can hear a creeper. Oh, that's from the mob farm. So, after that, Paul Soares built the Tower of Power in his world, which is where he did his brewing and his enchanting and all that kind of stuff, all the magic-y sort of things in Minecraft. So I decided I was gonna do the same. That's Ender Pearl up there now. So, this is my version of the Tower of Power here. It's not quite as good, but I used to use this for brewing and enchanting. Now it's sort of just a storage for my nether brick materials and a couple of other things. I guess there's a map here. I didn't know about that. What's this a map of? I guess this was a map of my world just before I started to build the stuff PSG. No, I built this because the iron golem farm's on this. Unless it's up, this map's update, which I don't think they do. But anyway, we have the little spiral staircase up here, leading into what used to be the enchanting room, but that's been moved down to the cave since I didn't want to make bookshelves. Up here still is a brewing room. I have a more efficient brewing setup away from here. I guess I've still got some potions up here. But yeah. So, now I'm going to get to showing you some of the things I built after I stopped following along with Paul Soares' tutorials and decided to do my own thing in this world. So the first thing I built was this museum here where I stored all of my items in here. Like old items, like the end of the Ender Dragon. We got my first emerald and diamond, my first wooden pickaxe. I made this little to-do list back when I first started the world. Ravine, sheep farm, carrots and potatoes, etc. The first spy chicken that I killed right here. My game is glitching. Hang on a sec. There we go. So The next thing after that, again, was I decided I took an interest in redstone, and decided I wanted to do something with that. So, if we look over here, this was the first ever redstone device I built, which was a cocoa bean farm. And it works pretty simply. I just run up to it, and I flick the switch, and cocoa beans pop off. And every time I build a cocoa bean farm to this day, I use the same design, which is just, pistons and redstone wire, and that's pretty much it. It's not really a complicated design, but, this thing's just special to me because, for one thing, it's the only cocoa bean farm in my world here. And also because it was my first ever redstone device. This golem here, right there, I have a bunch of these around the place that have all ran off or died. Used to have so many iron golems, but I think they've all either ran off or died when I got really rich on iron, and this was before beacons, so I didn't really have much to do with it. So I just put them around to defend the place, not that there's much need for it. So this is what I decided to do after. I decided to move out of Cozy Cottage and build a better home using some of the stuff I'd learned from doing redstone on the Mine Punch server. So down here we have the redstone cave. So this is my storage room. I'll rummage through my chests here, give you guys a quick look at what I've got. So as you can tell, I have a decent amount of stuff here. My ender chest there. The storage room is on the principle that I can craft whatever I want in here, like even the roof has crafting tables in it somewhere, or at least it's meant to. I must have got rid of those at some point. I don't use them anyway. Over here we have my enchanting table. This used to be a piston setup, but I got rid of it because there wasn't really a need. This is my smelting room in here. Automated furnaces, you just put the item in there, it trickles through into the furnace, and then comes out in this chest. This is just some random miscellaneous storage. There's my cow farm. I like one of my favourite things about the cow farm is it's got that little pattern going on there that you can see with the sky, and the slabs are meant to be clouds. As you can tell, it was like Minecraft 1.5 because I took a break from this world for 1.4 and then came back in 1.5 when the quartz and everything came out. This right here is my brewing setup I was talking about. Basically, I put bottles of enchanting in those. Instead, I want sugar. Hit that button, and from above, sugar will fall because I've got dispensers up there with a bunch of stuff in them that will dispense sugar. So I can do sugar, netherwort, magma cream, spider eyes, blaze powder, gunpowder, glistening melon, and redstone. So a bunch of stuff. This part of the cave, down here we got the nether portal, and I'll show you my little nether hub I built later on. Here we have a mushroom farm. Behind that slab is a mushroom, either red or brown, depending on my mood. And I just step on the pressure plate, water comes out, washes the mushrooms away, and then I can get and re-step on it to put the mushrooms back down. Actually, right now I don't think there's a mushroom in it now, because I don't know what happened to it, but no, there is one. They just take a long time to spread. And I don't really use mushrooms as part of my main food source any longer like I used to when we first started the world, because you can't grow big mushrooms in broad daylight anymore. That kind of changed. Here we got the melon farm. I just basically step on this pressure plate, melons come up, I take the melons, I step on it again and walk out. There's a T flip-flop underneath that, which keeps the pistons up until I step on them again. Here's my seed farm. So behind this wall we got a little room where I can literally just get a bone meal, right click there, that'll grow it, water comes out and that washes it away, and all the seeds and flowers will come over to me right here where I'm standing now. There's more efficient ways to do this, so I'll probably upgrade it in the future, but that was just the little basic design I came up with. Here we got carrots and potatoes, pretty simple. You just flick this switch here and carrots and potatoes will come out and I get to collect them. Here we have my beacon, obviously, and the area that leads down to the two mob grinders I have. It's a dual spawner sort of, and then I have two spawners here. I just AFK up there and it will spawn skeletons and zombies. And then I can come down here and the skeletons will go there and the zombies go there. And obviously I could just stash away looting these chests. I've got health potions in case there's too many of them to hit and I just want to stab them. So that's what those do. And yes, didn't record that rather tedious climb up the ladder. Here we've got the entrance to my automated chicken farm. We have a bunch of chickens in there that lay eggs. The eggs go into the hoppers and into dispensers. This is a clock here that activates the dispensers. I don't have this running constantly because it reduces my frame rate. But if I place this redstone here, you can hear it. It shoots out the eggs. And then chickens will fall. And the chickens will fall down here in this little pit. And then whenever I want chicken, all I have to do is right click. Lava buckets them. And there's a chest there with some hoppers to pick it up, and I can just dig out that and look in that chest. I actually wonder what's in that chest. There's a little bit of chicken, there's some eggs, which is cool, I guess. So yes, this cave we're almost done with it. I'll show you some of the other things I've built. But down here we have the newest part of the cave I've started working on the other day. This is going to be my blacksmith room for all my anviling, and it's going to store tools and enchanted books. And then this is one of the coolest things. This is going to be my quest room and a trophy room where I'm going to put, like I said, the Ender Dragon egg or mob heads or something here. Although I don't think you can get mob heads in survival. So I'm going to basically right click on this, and a book will pop out, an enchanted book. And that will be really awesome because it'll just give me like a little quest to do, and then I'll go get the quest. The quest will be to kill a certain mob or something like that. Here we got my villagers. I've got a couple ones with good trades for emeralds, which I've never actually used. I got them from a village, which is nearby here. I didn't actually cure a zombie villager. I might show you that village, actually. I'll show you the rough idea of where it is. It's in the desert near here, beside a temple, and I'm thinking of converting that into some sort of shrine to a god. Or to the Christian god or something. It's just over that mountain there. So now I'm going to get to some of the things I've built. This is no longer going to be in order. This is going to be just whenever I see them. So, it's Ender Pearl, or we can walk, I guess, up to the Tower of Power. As you can see, this world's got a lot of stuff in it, and there's a little bit more through the Nether Hub tunnels that I've made in my little Nether Hub. So, here we got an iron farm. Very simple design, of course. Iron villagers that are in those little spawning capsules there will make iron golem spawn, and eventually the water will carry them there, and they will burn in the lava. Sometimes there has to be like 3 or 4 iron golems there to have them actually fall down, because the water currents are a little weird for some reason. Here we've got the start of a little sort of steampunky house I'm building into the side of a mountain. It kind of blocks the Tower of Power's big commanding view. Got a bunch of stuff here. But, you know, it's fine. And this is my UFO. This was inspired by Jack's UFO on the Mind Punch server last season. And this is a mob farm, basically. Mobs will spawn on these little pads. They will fall down. And that's pretty much all there is to it. They fall down and they die. The end is more or less it. You got this little thing up here. There's a lot of work needs done on this thing. It's kind of broken because we had to have the beacon shoot up through it. But you know, it's fine. It's not really an issue. I'm trying to think. Do we have anything else? Oh yeah, we got the little house over here that I've started to do. So over here, at the cozy cottage, I've started to build like a little village. I'm gonna have pathways like this going around between these little stained clay houses, and I'm probably gonna have villagers living in them. Once I get this area better defended. I'm also gonna build like a little village out on that peninsula there. This was the start of a villager breeder I was going to do, but I decided against it because on the Mind Punch server I have one of these, and I feel it just sort of removes the value from all of my items, like diamonds, and now I can just get an emerald for some diamond armor or something like that, and now there's just no value to diamonds whatsoever, which makes it a little bit pointless to even look for them. So anyway, we're going to now show you my Nether Hub area. And through here into the portal. Nothing really special enough, it's just sort of a basic design. So through here, down to the train please. Let it load in. Okay, there we go. So this is the Nether Hub. This tunnel here leads to 1.7 generated terrain. I'm not going to go through there because I haven't built anything. And this tunnel leads to a sort of library I've started working on, but I sort of stopped halfway through because I got frustrated with it because I didn't really like how it was looking, but I guess I'll head over here and show you the start of it anyway. And if anyone has any suggestions for things I can do with it, then feel free to suggest them. So let's go on through. We're in Extreme Hills here. This is also 1.7 generated terrain, and this is the start of a library. I like this little sort of brick and, you know, crackstone brick thing we got going on here, but I don't like the roof, so I'll have to remove all that and replace it with other things. I like this area, though, so I might do something else with it. There's technically two things to show you. One of them I won't, though. I built a long time ago like a little vacation home in a taiga biome not too far from my house, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm only going to show you my last thing, which is my stronghold base. The stronghold base is very crucial right now because it's giving me some of the materials I need to make an enderman farm in the end, like string, etc. I do have a little reel for this one. I'm going to make reels for everything eventually, but this in particular has one. It's like a little subway kind of. And basically the purpose of the stronghold base right now seems to be getting me wool and string, because I'm going to build this ender out of wool, like rainbow colours with wool, and I'm going to use string obviously for the tripwires in it. So I kind of need it. This is a stronghold with an abandoned mineshaft intersecting it. We've got the end portal here, nothing in the end other than a dead dragon right now. Through here we got the mineshaft intersecting with the stronghold. And through here we have actually got a cave spider spawner, so I just AFK here, and cave spiders will spawn in there. Water currents will make them fall, and they will fall down here, and through a lava blade that's there, into this chest. I removed all the wool from it not too long ago, so I wouldn't expect to see any string in there today. And the last thing is, of course, something I wanted to do on the Mine Punch server, but I haven't got around to yet, is Project Rainbow, which is a farm for rainbow sheep. This iron block's here because I had beacons here to help me dig out this area and mine. This is at like layer 12, layer 10. It's layer 12 up where we dug out this area here, Project Rainbow. This is my farm for sheep of all different colours. I just basically run in, snip them all, and then run out. As you can see, the carpet on top of the fences allows me to jump in and out without having to open a fence and risking sheep escaping. And this has got a lot of the colours. I think we've got 10 different coloured sheep in here. The 10 colours of wool I'm going to be using for the ender. I haven't got every colour in here, although I think someday I probably will expand it further this way to include every colour. But you know, we got the cyan, the lime green, the green, we got pink, black. We can probably get about it. We usually get like a quarter of a stack of wool for every kind per harvest, and we've got a decent amount already. But yes, other than that, that's pretty much it for my world here. And I was wondering, you guys, so Piggy Plays Minecraft is a series I haven't done for a long time on my channel, but I want to do. But I kind of feel the motivation, I lack it for starting in Minecraft, and I would have to pretty much start almost from scratch. So I was wondering if you guys would be okay if I started to make this world into like a little bit of a let's play world. So I wouldn't be starting a new world or anything. I would literally just be picking up with what I've got here, everything it's built already, and then just starting to record my adventures in this world. So if you guys would be okay with that, could you maybe leave a comment in the comment section below? And thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace.